In many of my days, I've been getting asked what the 1% is, what the foundation is, and what makes someone part of the 1%. Now, as an individual that's living a day-to-day life, I can tell you for a 23-year-old, I've been through a lot in life to see and to know what it takes to be part of something called exclusivity. There is a paranormal sort of realm in life where you can either be a nobody and live for the rest of your existence as a nobody, someone that just works day to day, goes back home, sleeps, wakes up the next day and repeat for the rest of your life. Or you could be a somebody, a person that's considered important in the society, important in the modern day era that we're living in. Now that is what kind of makes you in the 1%, but there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it when it comes to the 1% and being part of such an exclusive thing in reality when it comes to being a somebody, right? And that being part of the 1% and being part of it is not easy. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a lot. So today, what I wanted to talk about is what it means to be part of the 1% and how to be so unique in the entire world where you're very, very rare, you're very, very exclusive, you're very, very unique, right? And that comes off with what we talk about when it comes to the foundation. So right now, I will talk to you legitimately about how to go from being a nobody to being a somebody without even spending any money, without even being financially stable, without being, without it being too difficult, right? It all starts with you being that person that's a somebody and that's, somebody that actually means something in reality and is important in many ways, in many factors. It starts with you. It starts with you as a person, and you are God's property. And there's so many things that you have to take care of yourself when it comes to actually being a somebody from a nobody. So what we talk about is a foundation, and the foundation has 5 pillars. Now these 5 pillars are your inspiration. So first pillar is inspiration and having an inspiration so that you're motivated, a role model that you want to follow and be like one day, studying and figuring out what this person's ever done, what this person's been into, and studying their career and studying their struggles so that you know what to expect moving into that sort of career, right? That's step number 1. So that's pillar number 1 in the foundation, which is your inspiration. Pillar number 2 is your mindset. You need to have a good mindset. You need to be ready for the struggles. You need to be ready for the downfalls. You need to be ready for the failures. You need to be ready to literally, absolutely and dominantly take over. Every time you take a loss, you take a bigger win. That's how it works. Having a strong mindset like that keeps you going. Number 3 is your health and your body. You need to have a good physique. You need to be out there where you have enough respect for yourself because you have a great body. Remember, respect starts within you first before the people, and you need to gather that respect within you first before the people actually give it to you. And how does that happen? It comes with being physically strong, physically having a good body, physically standing out from the rest of the crowd, from the rest of the people that are out of shape, which is a lot of what we talk about nowadays in the world, whatever's happening. So many people are out of shape, so many people are lazy to get up and actually start working out and build their body, build their biggest asset that God's ever given to them, right? So that's number 3. Number 4 is what I like to call it, your environment. You need to have a good environment. You need to be around people who motivate you day by day. And you need to be around people who will actually bring you and make you a better person, and people who empower you. You need to embrace these people, because if they empower you, you're going to stand out a lot stronger, knowing that whatever career you're pursuing because of your role model, you're actually going to pursue that career knowing that you have motivation from the environment around you. And that's very important. And number 5 is your education and your knowledge. You need to have a lot of knowledge. You need to understand a lot of different things. You need to understand a lot of different aspects that people don't understand. You need to be talented at different things that a lot of people aren't talented on. That's what makes you better. That's what makes you stand out from the crowd. Not everyone knows how to build a computer. Not everyone knows how to play, for example, the most basic thing they could play, football. But you could do that, and that is what makes you kind of in a way where you know a lot more than a lot of other people. And being talented in many different ways, many different aspects of life, and having that knowledge and having that education on whatever it is, makes you a somebody instead of a nobody that absolutely knows nothing.